Hallo Britt.
Hi.
What do you want?
Short hair.
Short hair, Britt.
Yes.
It is already a little bit short, and since the last time we called it the black.
Yes.
So now you want a short hairstyle.
Yeah.
Wait till for you and the rest of the world to show how you wear your hair now. And I think we start with washing your hair.
Yeah. Good idea.
Hello friends on YouTube. We're gonna make our hair short. The last time we did a bob with an undercut, nape shave. Now I wash the hair with a normal shampoo and a conditioner that it needed. This is the second time we called it. It's about 1.5 weeks ago that we made it second time after the bleaching black. You can find the video on my YouTube channel. The center of the shortest hair will lay here on the back, on the crown area. So just comb the hair through, and then I'm gonna work all the hair first to this center line. But that you will see, of course, in this video.
Ik vind het zo spannend.
Britt is very excited about it. It's a long time since she had short hair. It's now on bob length. And maybe we decide to even make it shorter, but that we do then afterwards or with the other video. The outgrow is now about 3 millimeters, so I don't do anything about that. First lay all the hair over the center of the skull to the back on the left side. Zo leuk zou ik een staartje kan maken.
Kan wel.
Ja.
Oh my god.
Take out of position van de camera.
Ja, het kan niet meer aangeplakt worden.
Nee. So I took all the hair here to the center on the crown area. I show you that, so I turn it a little bit around. This I twist a little bit, not too much, just one turn. This gives me some more length. Because I do this because the front will be longer. From the right side to the left. I have all the bad hairs off because it was bleached several times. And when you correct this line, you already have a new hairstyle. Just came off. So, show you what I made. This is the shortest side. Travels up, 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 up. And all the dead hairs are off. So I have more length at the front. I will let that be for now. I start cutting at the shortest side. Go back to the first line I made. Lay the hair in that line. Take the hair up from the shortest side. And this will be my guide for the total front line. Now I made the line, show you that. I made the first line on this line. Show you that once again. This will be my guide for the total hairstyle. So diagonal line over the skull. And I'll go in and connect the lines the way I want them. using my first line as a guide. So take the hair up, here is my guideline. And then you see that to the back, the hair will be shorter and shorter. Always work in circles and keep in contact with the roundings of the skull, because I love the roundings. Then I go for the back. Diagonal line over the skull. Now I go in and connect the lines the way I want them. Using my first line as a guide. So take the hair up, here is my guideline. And then you see that to the back, the hair will be shorter and shorter. Always work in circles and keep in contact with the roundings of the skull, because I love the roundings. Then I go for the back. Kun je het niet zien? Even kijken. Classic. Nee, classic. Sorry. Here is my guide. Again, stay in a half circle. Mostly I take the lines of the eyebrow line as a guide. Then I'm certain that I have a good line. In the point cut, I go to the front. Give it a slight graduation. This I do by turning my fingers, taking the hair up, turning my fingers inside. Britt don't want the sides ultra short, so I connect them on the line I just have, because this was shaven up, but now I connect on that line. Thin the upper layer a little bit out. Do this with the ultra small slice technique. Parting a circle again. Now I'm working on the skull bone. I find myself the turn of this. So I want the hair to fall into the movements of the skull. It's wonderful to feel how wonderful strong hair is on the line of cutting. Lay there in the natural lines. Again, leave the length on the ears the same. With a point cut technique, I correct the contour line. Make it nice, ultra thin. And again with ultra small, so just the tip of my scissor is open. So I get a nice soft line. Go to the other side. This was my guide. This part. Now I have to connect all the lines to that. So I take a centimeter more than I started with. take it on this line and make it in the same line. Do this with the point cut technique. Take a new line on it. Die hebben ze nog gezien. Take a new line on that line. Watch through the hair to my guideline. And work till it gets to the other side. Heb je wel een leuk weekend gehad?
Ja, ook gewerkt, maar was leuk.
Was dat druk in de stad?
Ja, gisteren was voetbal, dus het was heel druk.
Oh, okay. On the crown, I will keep the same effect. So it may be a little bit jumpy, so I put a slice technique beneath my finger line. And you see, the farther I go to the other side, the rougher my technique will be. So I get a little bit of a trendy, punky effect in it. But also because I slice it a lot, will leg it down. I will nicely lay down. This I also do because I want the weight of the longer side off. Now from the shoulder side I will make a clock movement, turning all the hairs to that same length I started with. Get into the roundings of the skull. And a little bit deeper. Now come on the skull bone. Part every time about half centimeter. Come in the underline. And connect them to the line of the shortest and previous cut hairstyle. Now I'm going to connect on this line. This lays beneath the skull bone, so I can find it always. Still working in a natural fall. So let my fingers lean on the skull bone. Let the skull bone guide my fingers. So I'm certain that I have a nice rounding into her hairstyle. Again, in the underline of the contour I make the ultra small slice technique. So I leave it ultra soft. I make also the contour cleaning this way, so I have a soft connection to the skin line. Now you can see already the shape of this hairstyle. Now this is the underline, so it was also the undercut of her hairstyle. This I just clean up a little bit because we want to stay in the same length as we have on the other side. Lay the longer hair aside. Make of course a soft connection on the contour line. Again, just like slice cutting, nothing more and nothing less. And now I'm going to make the length I want at the front. Part in the same line as I did on top, there to the front. Lay the upper hair aside, go in, pull it to the back, find the connection on the back line, give it a slight graduation. This I do because then I have a better fall of the hair. Turning it to her face line. Take a new line in the same line. Again, pull it back. Lay it on the line of cutting. And with a point cut technique, I cut it off. I think it will be the last part. Taking it to the back. And now I just use my classic. Yeah, good. Thank you. Now I just use again a rough slice technique. So it don't have to be perfect. It has to be playable. On the skull bone I use some deep slice techniques. Just to make it more playable. Do this also to the sides. Just play with the hair in a natural way. I always use a slice cutting technique, not totally slice, so I close my scissor while I'm working. That's why I also love to work fast, because I always cut fast, so this will be in the same line of my cutting. Now the nice thing about this is that she can make a lot of hairstyles with it. She can make also the longer side going up and wear it like a boy if she wanted. Now watching to the front, take out some hair again. And this will be the deepest part of cutting, because now I think about 3 centimeters from the implant. But this will make some roughness into her hair. And it's a hairstyle she never had. Het vlukje af je neus. Dat is een zwart vulletje. Klinkt ook vies, een zwart pulletje. Ja. Wat een ander kopie, schat.
Ik heb het nog niet gezien, hè? Dus ik ben benieuwd.
Het is echt super leuk. Lay the upper hair aside. Just take away the hairs I don't need in this hairstyle. Clean the nape line. Make sure the softness of the line is still remaining. Nice thing with the clipper is they can take jumping hairs off. Of course, do this on both sides. Je kunt ook slicen met de punt van de dingen, van de tondeus. Hè?
Ja. Dat er zo zacht overheen gaat.
Ja, je gaat gewoon in de lijn waarin het ligt. Eigenlijk met het puntje van de tondeus gaat er zacht overheen. For so far cutting, now I take off my paper, my neck paper. Take away some woolly hairs.
Woolly hairs.
Woolly hairs.
Wat betekent dat?
Wollige haartjes.
Alright.
Now I'm going to blow dry it. What I use is a smooth. I love a smooth because she has jumpy hair. The longer parts I will do with a brush, a medium brush. And the small parts I'll do with my hands. On de longer hair. De move is, daar heb ik dyslectische afwijkingen. Don't make it curly, just straight it out. Adding some volume at the back. Give it that catchy, punky feeling. The rest I'll do with my hands. This works the same as combing against. Gives a lot of volume to the hair. It makes it very easy to play with it. Just with the palm of your hands. Drive the hairs crazy. And of course it's also massage to the head. So far blow drying. Now work it out with a pomade of rover hair, that way. Put it all over my hands, also between my fingers. Just sweeping the hair around. So don't go near to the skin because there it will fall down. Just give it a catchy feeling. There's somebody playing with our telephone. It's every time nobody on the phone, so just let it ring. And this is my new hairstyle for Britt. Of course you can also wear it flat, boyish, everything she wants to do with it. Okay, Britt, will you turn around and show your new hairstyle? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Britt, we made a new hairstyle on you.
Yes.
Will you show this to the world?
Yes.
How does it feel this way? It's more you, I think.
More me.
Okay. Thank you very much for meddling.
Thank you.
Ervaar de kunst van knippen. Kapper, zegt u het maar, vindt u op de Haterseweg 115 in Nijmegen. Telefoon 024 355 9044. Of maak zelf een afspraak op www.zegtuhetmaar.info. Kapper, zegt u het maar. Dat is meer dan gewoon je haar laten doen. Wij zijn ook te vinden op YouTube onder Theo Knoop Kapper. Of op Facebook onder Kapper, zegt u het maar.